So you, of course, as you mentioned earlier, were the head of IT for Howard Dean's campaign back when digital campaigning and engagement was brand new.
Yeah.
What do you think the candidates will be doing in 2016 with technology?
It's interesting to see how technology has been used in presidential campaigns over the years, right? So to answer your question, at a basic level, or the short version is, the candidate that uses the technology, the medium, the most well, usually wins. And each era, it seems to me, since at least the 50s and 60s, and probably a little bit beyond before, has been defined by a successive iteration, successive type of technology that the winning presidential candidate has done a better job of using. So what do I mean by that? So in the 1960s, JFK was debating Richard Nixon. And the medium at that time was broadcast television, live television. And it was the first presidential debate, if I recall, that was broadcast live. And President Kennedy did a way much better job. Even if you look at it today, 60 years since, 50 years since, you can find a YouTube video of the debate. Richard Nixon, before he became president, of course, later, looked terrible on television. Looked washed out. He didn't have makeup on, some little things. JFK put on makeup, had a pattern that worked well with the video cameras at the time. He looked presidential, and Richard Nixon subsequently lost. In the 80s and the 90s, the innovation was in using cable TV in terms of delivering messages. I'm thinking specifically about H.W. Bush's campaign, actually, where he characterized then Governor Michael Dukakis in a very poor light with the Willie Horton TV ads, that they actually did a great job of targeting over cable television. Reached a very large base of people through cable TV for a much more effective cost point. That was a great use of technology. Fast forward to today, or recently with our president, Barack Obama, who's used social media incredibly effectively. That's talked about quite a bit. I think what's not talked about is their use of data to really what we would call micro-target voters. I mean, absolutely stunning stuff. They were able to get down to, as I understand it, to the block-by-block level of understanding which voters lean in which direction based on a variety of different predictors. And that information was available to what are called GOTV, these are Get Out the Vote, field organizers on their mobile device, on their phone, instantaneously. Absolutely amazing, right? So where is this all going? What is going to happen today? My guess is there's two technologies of note that I think are going to make a big difference in the 2016 campaign. Now, you have to have mastery over all of these technologies, right, to be clear. Yeah, right. You have to be great on TV, you have to be great with social media, you have to be great with data analytics and field organizing, you have to be great with cable TV ads and more. I'm forgetting a bunch right now, forgetting a whole bunch. But in addition to that, I think the successful candidate in 2016, one is they're going to have a mastery of text messaging. Text messaging is immediate. At least for me, they pop up on my home, the one thing that I carry around, let me back up for a second, every day, and I'm sure you do too, when you walk out that door, in your purse or in your pocket, your keys, your wallet, probably your cell phone, right? And for me, when a text message comes up, it's immediate. It's right there on my home screen, even with my phone turned off, versus an email or some other communication, right? Which requires me to unlock the screen. The text message is there. We're seeing some of the candidates, Bernie Sanders actually, another Vermonter, God bless him, he's doing an interesting job, an amazing job of using text messaging to get to voters.
Really?
You probably have seen in the media, and I think it's completely true, he's having huge turnout at his rallies. Who knows if he's going to win or not, but I do know he's got a lot of people coming out for him, and they're using text messaging very effectively. The second technology that I find fascinating is live streaming. Mobile-based live streaming. I'm thinking of tools like Periscope. Absolutely. I'm forgetting the other one right now, but I think Twitter just bought Periscope a few months back. Absolutely impressive. And the candidate is always on, or always has to be on. And it could cut either way, right? You could have a candidate caught in an unguarded moment behind the stage, but it could be a completely humanizing thing that resonates with the entire country in a moment. Or it could be an unguarded moment. We had something similar a few years ago. A Republican senator, I believe, former Governor George Allen of Virginia was was caught on video, not live stream video. This is a few years ago, but was caught on video calling somebody a bad word, a racially charged word. And this is still in the age of YouTube. It spread online virally, but it wasn't real time. Imagine if that was real time.
Yes.
Real time.
Yeah.
So it can cut
Heard
either
around
ways.
the world
Yes.
in a split second.
That's right. So that's my guess. My guess, some combination of text messaging and viral spread and live streaming of video, which is absolutely impressive stuff, that the technology allows that now.